episode 3772, How Rhythm Beats Speed Every Time.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Kristianne Wargo.
Happy day. Are you ready for an extraordinary week? Because you know what? What you think about, you bring about. It is Mindset Monday. Let's get your leadership hat on. How are you going to lead your actions today? How are you going to lead them tomorrow? You get to decide how rhythm beats speed every time. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter. The Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. I pray that you had a beautiful weekend and now it's time to get back to work. Or wait, maybe you're on your last hurrah because guess what? Summer's ending. Well, not officially, but more so school's going to be starting. And so I know there's a lot of moving parts right now. And I thought, you know what? We need to look about how we organize our life. How do we figure out, how do we get everything done? Because I don't know about your to-do list, but mine, it's overflowing and not necessarily in a good manner. And we all want more time, right? We do. More hours to get more done. Faster moves mean faster results, right? No, wrong. The problem isn't a shortage of time. We all have 24 hours in a day. It's how rhythm beats speed every time. Because honestly, we all could use more time to accomplish more. Who doesn't want to accomplish more? However, unfortunately, all we get is being backlogged with thoughts of, I wish I had more time. And why can't I move faster? I think about conversations my mom and I have had in the past. And she's like, oh, hon, I don't understand what my problem is. You know, just a few years back, I could just do laps around what I'm doing now. Why can't I do things and more things? And I said, Mom, because you are getting older. And then I'm thinking, I have the same thoughts too. Why can't I get more done? Because I'm not 20-something anymore. I'm beyond the 30-something, the 40-something. Oh yeah, bring on the 50-something. Hallelujah. But here's the thing. We can't sit here and beat ourselves up and say, you know what? I guess I hit an age and I just can't do anything anymore. Wouldn't that be nice? That's not how life works. We still have responsibilities. Most of us probably need to go and actually make an income, make a living, and to have that impact and influence that God created within us. But here's the thing. Distractions hijack your actions. And most of the time, we're sitting here trying to do everything else. What's the biggest distraction in your life? Seriously, think about that. Is it social media? Is it your social feed? You go to the bathroom and you're not just there for 2 minutes where, you just have to tinkle and you're done, right? You're there for 20 minutes and you're thinking, where did my time go? Where did it go? One of the fastest ways to know where your time is going is log it. I kid you not. You write down every single thing that you do. So if you take a phone call and that phone call took 7 minutes, write that down. If you had an altercation with your child and you're like, I got to be mama bear and you got to be baby bear and I'm the boss and you're not, right? You have those moments of heated discussions, whatever it is, discipline situation, or maybe you're preparing for something around the corner, whatever it is. If it took 20 minutes to talk to them, then you need to write that down. Write out everything. Everything. How long did it take you to put on your makeup if you wear makeup? How long did it take you to do your hair? Now, maybe that rhythm is I'm just getting ready and you want to lump sum that. But for some of us, we sit there and we can spend 2 hours on our hair. Okay, that's great. But what if you need more time somewhere else and not spent on your hair? What can you do? What are your other options? If you don't know where your time is being spent, how do you know how to change things, right? So that's just a real quick, hello, here I am. If I want to see where my time is, you got to know where it's going. But back to distractions. What are yours? Is it food? Shopping? Is it cleaning your house? Is it excuses? Interruptions speed up time, making it slip through your fingers even faster. Rushing only fragments your focus and steals your momentum. So, you're procrastinating and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so rushed. What is that doing? It's tearing apart your day, tearing apart the hour. Complaining about not having enough time or daydreaming about more won't move the needle. I just need more time. You can think all you want, but God only gave us 24 hours in a day. You get to choose how you spend it. So there's one way to conquer the chaos and find steady progress. Go with the flow. That is your kiss to keep it simple strategy. Go with the flow. Because as we know, distractions, interruptions, and disturbances only speed up time, leaving us what? Less time. But that's our choice. It's how we see it. So if you let things get in the way, it takes more time to get things done. So get into a rhythm and go with the flow. And that rhythm has to be something that's natural. And for some of us, it requires logging and writing down absolutely everything out. Okay, I'm getting up between 6 and 7 when my feet hit the ground. I know that I'm going to be completely dressed and ready for the day. That's what happens. Now, if you're like, oh, I don't do it that way, great, figure out what you do. But a lot of times we're not figuring it out. We're just doing. We're just jumping in, going, oh, well, I kind of think this works. It worked when, 15 years ago. Great. If you're 85 years old, I'm telling you right now, your rhythm has changed. My rhythm has changed. And I'm not 85 something. I'm not. One of these days, I pray I'll get there, but not now. But I can tell you that my rhythm has changed for my 20 something. Some of it is because of how our season in life has changed. So you have to factor in all of that. So what does it look like to go with the flow? F.L.O.W. Number 1, face what matters. That's your F, face what matters. Get brutally honest and real with yourself, with what's truly important right now in this season, where you stand, where you're breathing. I can't be more direct than that. If you're planning something big, I know I've got an amazing friend and sweet sister in Christ that is planning and about ready to execute a wedding. Woohoo! It's this week. I'm praying for you, girl. I'm praying for you. And with all of that, it's going to be kind of crunch time right now. And it's going to be kind of times where she's going to feel frazzled, right? We all, if you've ever had to have a wedding, I've been through one with one of my children, of my 5. It's kind of crazy. And depending upon how you have that wedding, depends upon how much more work you're going to have to do. I don't think I slept much for 3 days. Seriously, it's a bit crazy. Somehow we made it through. But you see, after the wedding, then what happens? Your season changes. Something's going to be different. So then you have to look at where you are at that moment, where you're breathing, and say, okay, what's really important now? Because you're out of the wedding season, right? Okay. So this isn't about to-do lists cluttered with busy work. It's about aligning your heart and your mind on what demands your attention and energy in this moment. Face what matters. Number 2, L, list it. Write down your priority tasks. And honestly, I would say no more than 3 a day. The ones that if there's blood or a flood, it still has to get done. Those 3. So if your to-do list doesn't line up with your real priorities, you're going to be off rhythm. You're going to be like, I'm just not feeling it today. I'm tired. I don't have the energy. I'm not enthusiastically ready for everything to go the way I think it needs to go because, well, I'm caught up in all this other mess. Cut the noise and reset until what you do matches what matters. Did you hear me? Cut the noise and reset until what you do matches what matters. You got to list it. Number 3, O, organize your schedule, right? We're going with the flow here. Organize your schedule. Stop giving time away to endless distractions. Social feed. Yep, you don't need to be on Facebook that much. Seriously, you don't. And if you get all of your information from Facebook for your family, let your family know, you know what? I'm taking myself off Facebook for a while. So if you want me to know anything, you need to send me a text message. Send me the pictures that way. I get that a lot of families do a lot of things on Facebook, but let me also remind you, everything you put out there, whether you make it public or just giving it to your friends, it's being shared. And you can't ever take it away. So if nothing else for privacy, maybe you need to change kind of what you're doing with your social media feed and how you're communicating out there. You can set up a photo album where all of the family can just communicate there. And you don't have to be on anything social media wise, right? So when you organize your schedule, block it out. Block your schedule like you mean it. If you're going to do something like a doctor's appointment, anything you put on your schedule needs to be treated like a doctor's appointment, air quotes there. Guard that time as if your results depend upon it, because they do. And stop saying yes to everything. When the school year's about ready to begin and you're going to teacher parent conferences or you're meeting and signing up and all of this, don't say yes to everything. Be choosy. Organize your schedule. Say, you know what? I'm going to commit to 3 things this year. What are those main 3 things? And that's it. And if you have multiple children, 3 things is more than enough. I know. Been there, done that. At one point in our life, we had 5 kids in 4 different schools. And let me tell you, crazy? Oh, yes. There are times I thought, I don't even know if I'm coming or going. When we had parent-teacher conferences, I was all over the place. I was like, wait, I got to have travel time too because they weren't all together. It was in smaller, different towns. We made it through it, but it was for a long season. I'm like, okay, we'll get through this, but patience. And so it took some finagling on my part to make sure we organized the schedule appropriately so we could guard what mattered. That's the key here. That's why you have rhythms. It allows you to guard what matters. And finally, when you go with the flow, number 4, the W, it doesn't stand for Wargo. But maybe you should think of it that way. War, then go, right? It's the wholehearted commitment. It's your whole heart. Are you in it to win it for that moment? You've got to be present. So when it's go time, dive in. Be present with everything you've got. Don't hold back. No backtracking. No second guessing. Drop the excuses that slow you down. Because otherwise, back off from it. It shouldn't be on your schedule if you don't have it. It's not part of your rhythm. Maybe for you right now, working out, it's not quite the priority, but you're trying to make it the priority. Let me suggest this. Do something that you enjoy first before you put something on that you don't. So if you're a runner, then run. And if that means you're like, oh, but Kristianne, do you know how hot it is outside? Yeah, I do. So you may have to get up very early in the morning to catch an early morning run because you can't run at 11 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You might be drowning in your own sweat. That's not a good idea. But if you're one who says, oh, but I'm trying to get away from running. I really want to do some strength training. Okay. But if you don't love it and you're trying to make some changes with your rhythm, your patterns in the season of life that you're in, do something first that you enjoy and then make that change. If you change everything at once, I'm telling you, you're going to be sitting yourself in a corner and you're going to be going like, oh, I can't do this. It's just too crazy. Everything's out of control. But it doesn't have to be when you go with the flow. Because let me let you in on a little secret. Going with the flow, it isn't about hustle. It's about rhythm, the heartbeat of your life's season. It's that steady beat that keeps your days from spinning out of control and turns effort into consistent action. You're building consistency. And when you have that, I'm not saying not to be flexible because that is the greatest thing you can have is adaptability in your life. But you still have to have rhythm. And as you set it up, then you'll be able to say, oh, you know what? I can back off from this a little bit and I've got an extra 20 minutes in here because I'm okay right now. Remember, moving faster is not the answer. Getting into rhythm and syncing your time with what really matters, yes, my friend, that's how you own your day. That's how you work hard. That's how your life becomes a rhythmic, beautiful, melodic tune. And I'm not saying it's going to be perfect because it's not. But if you keep wishing for more time and dreaming of, gosh, if only, where is that going to lead you? Nowhere. Start mastering the rhythms that make the time you have unstoppable. You were created on purpose for a purpose. So go out and live the purpose-driven life. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Hey, and go with the flow. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.